This is Leadership Plus. I'm Dave Edwards. I don't think I've ever met anyone who is truly excited about the prospects of having a performance review done. Well, maybe there's an exception. If someone is just like the star employee and they only expect to be complimented, okay. In that case, I can see why someone would be excited about having their performance reviewed. But for the most part, performance reviews get a bad rap. And the reason for that is because the way most organizations conduct them, they are fairly meaningless. So I offer two important principles. No organization should conduct performance reviews if they have no meaningful outcome. And no employee should ever be surprised by anything that is discussed in a review meeting. Too many managers conduct performance evaluations because they are told that they must. They don't see the value in them. Or, at worst, they see them as an opportunity to play gotcha with an employee. A well-done performance evaluation should be done in such a way where previous goals are evaluated. Did the employee make progress against the goals that were previously set? And that meeting can also be done to reset the goals for the upcoming period. Now, if an employee has bad work habits, shows up late, well, first of all, there should be an intervention long before a 6-month or a 1-year evaluation takes place. And a meeting like this should not be used to discuss compensation. You can set up another meeting to have that discussion. But this is about discussing performance and goals against performance. So here are some tips to think about before you meet with your employee. What were the employee's goals for the previous period since the last review? Were the goals met? What unique role did the employee play in achieving these goals? And were there any problems along the way? So here's the way I like to do it. During the meeting, ask the employee those very questions. Let them talk first before you say anything. You will be surprised at how much you learn by listening to them. And then offer your feedback. Remember to be realistic and encouraging. Finally, discuss goals for the future. I like to include the meetings by asking my employees whether there's anything I can do to help them. Building a good relationship with your employees will pay dividends, and they will appreciate it if you are honestly interested in what they have to say, or if you can help them do their jobs better. Now, if you have to bring up something that needs improvement, do so directly. But do it in a very positive way. Don't do it with a lot of accusations and negativity. Following the meeting, I always encourage managers to summarize the meeting, just a few bullet points, and share it with the employee before you put it into any personnel file or share it with HR. That's a good way to discover whether or not you've heard something different than the employee heard. And that's the time to work out any differences. Then a final memo can be prepared and both parties can sign it. It's usually then put on file in somebody's personnel file. But I encourage managers to periodically bring out that review at one-on-one meetings and go over progress that people are making towards goals, maybe on a monthly basis. Because as I said earlier, when an employee goes through an evaluation, nothing that is said should really be a surprise. And I really believe if an evaluation is done correctly, it will be beneficial to the employee, to the organization, and maybe do something to do away with the bad reputation that evaluations get. That's today's Leadership Plus. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, subscribe, and if you would like to see more articles on leadership and management, visit my website at daveedwardsmedia.com. Are you managing a team but really want to lead your team? Hi, this is Dave Edwards. Discover the difference with my book, Be a Leader, Not Just a Manager. Leaders inspire, innovate, and challenge the status quo. They're agile and ready to protect their business and employees in every situation. I share my 4 decades of experience, insights, and current research to help you evolve from managing to leading. Learn to develop your leadership skills, build high-performance teams, and navigate today's work environments. My book is packed with practical advice. It's perfect for new leaders and seasoned professionals needing a skills refresh. Don't just manage, lead. Get your copy of Be a Leader, Not Just a Manager.
Find out more at daveedwardsmedia.com and click on Books.